What's by? This is Jayden, and welcome back to a new video inside the Time Lords podcast. I'm being joined by Wolifee and Nindra. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. So we are gonna be reviewing season 1, episode 11, Boomtown. Now, since since we've started the first ever episode, Wolifee has said how much he's excited to get to this episode. Do you want to explain why?
Of course you say that when I'm taking water. Right, so I just love it. I mean, there's not really else to say. It's
Yeah.
just a good episode, really. 10 out of 10 from me, but
10 out of 10.
Yeah. Why? Is there any reason why it wouldn't be?
No,
Just
I was just
okay.
asking. Anyway, we'll get into that stuff later, but let's go into the comments. So I actually have more comments than usual, and I also have a Patreon comment.
Really?
So let's go to the YouTube ones first. So on YouTube, the person who always comments on our podcast, the Ratch. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, but he's a dedicated. He watches all these episodes, guys. So you gotta thank the Ratch. Anyway, he said, "It's been so long that I have zero recollection of leaving that comment in the last one that you read out here. Glad these are back, so I have company while filling in job applications." So look, we're giving people company. How do you guys feel about that?
Yes. Good.
Okay.
No, brilliant. I'm actually socializing, sort of, in a way. In a way that's like one-sided, but it's fine. It works. It's good.
Yes. Well, it's three-sided with us.
Well, yeah, I suppose.
All right.
We are a triangle.
Yes, we are a secret society known as something.
Brilliant. Not even got a name.
The secret society. If we're in the secret society, then we wouldn't get anything done.
I guess it would just be the secret society of the Time Lords or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, wouldn't saying the name of it defeat the entire purpose of a secret
That's why.
society?
Well, that's why we don't have a name, because it's a secret society.
It'll be
Not
like
so
2
secret
minutes in.
society.
We're 2 minutes in and we're already distracted.
Yeah. All right. So here's this guy, or I always say guy, but I don't know what their pronouns are. But this person says, this person's name. Oh, these people have such hard names. I should get Wolfie to read these out.
No.
June Teku the Enigma. So they said a lot. So they said, also, for why Rose could hang on the rope in episode 1, Rose, while in the warehouse, Rose does mention that she competed on the Jericho Street Junior School under 7's gymnastic team, for which she received a bronze medal. It should be noted that in one of the audios, there's a story where the 9th and 12th Doctor interact, and by the end of the story, it turns out 12 gave 9 a DVD. He tell 9 gave 9 a DVD and tells 9 to go back to Rose. The story takes place not long after 9 initially offered Rose to travel with him and left. After traveling on his own for a while, he eventually has his story with the 12. You guys are making me laugh. And that's what convinces him to go back to and say that I mentioned it also travels in time to Rose.
That was
you guys
awful.
Did you guys what?
Why were we making it laugh?
Because you guys were just reacting to everything. Did you guys understand what I said?
Yeah,
Wait,
I'm
so
reading it as well.
Wait, so are you saying that in Rose, the Doctor disappears, has an entire adventure with the 12, and then comes back to Rose being like, and time.
I guess that's what the audio story's about.
Yeah, I don't really listen to the audio. I'm guessing it's a Big Finish audio. I've bought a few of them, but I don't really listen, so I didn't even know that reference.
I apologize for Wolfie's muffled voice. It's extra bad today.
Thank you. Oh wow.
So yeah, basically this person told us an audio story. I'm confused, but make with that what you will.
Let me try.
Are the audio stories like 100% canon as well?
Oh, what have I done?
Oh, there you go. You sound better.
You suddenly got louder.
You sound better.
Okay. Whoops.
So it's my earphones that make me sound muffled. Right, okay.
Oh.
We got there.
We figured it out.
Yes.
Are all the audio stories canon?
What the hell was that? Wait. Please don't tell me you just asked if they were canon.
I did.
Oh, I didn't hear you, so I'm praying that's not what.
What?
Basically, I don't know because
Oh,
there are so many contradictions. And especially
contradictions.
somewhat recently.
I feel like there's
Recently.
contradictions in everything.
Oh, there are, but this. Suppose it's if you do all the multiverse stuff, and I don't know. Some of them I don't like. Some of them I do
Yes.
like. Some of them I think are a bit much. Some of them are not enough.
We should make our own. We should
Basically,
make our own
no
Doctor audio story.
Oh God.
And Wolfie will be our doctor.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
I don't think he should be the doctor though, because when we play Sea of Thieves, how are we talking about Sea of Thieves
Yeah.
already? When we play Sea of Thieves, he's our captain, and he always crashes us.
Hey, I'm not that bad. Well, okay, maybe I am, but
You-
that's not the point.
You've tried to set the ship on fire
Oh
multiple
yeah!
times.
Oh yeah! Look, we're already talking.
No,
We're already
Although
off
your
topic.
driving cannot compare to mine.
Oh God.
We're 6 minutes in and we haven't talked about the episode yet, and I still got one more comment to read.
Oh,
Yeah, I can only see two.
Patreon, remember?
Oh right.
Alright. So, it's not really referring to the podcast because I don't upload the podcast on Patreon, but one of my patrons. Remember last episode I talked about how like different showrunners have different like colors of the vortex?
Yeah.
So Michael T commented. Also, thank you for being a Patreon, Michael T. They commented, pretty sure the vortex. He gave like an in-universe explanation. Pretty sure the vortex is a different color because they are traveling to another universe and not within our universe like they normally do. Do you like his in-universe explanation?
I'm not going to make a comment on that.
That sounds very
Um,
that sounds very like you're disagreeing.
No, I'm not completely disagreeing. I've just never been a complete fan of traveling in different universes and stuff. When it's done
Oh.
well,
Wait,
and
what do you mean like the visual aspect or the story aspect of going to
oh
different
no, the visual.
universes?
Oh, as I said, it depends. Like in series 2, you've got the parallel
Oh
universe.
yeah.
That one I love. But when it's stuff like meeting the same character, like the same person, but from a different
Like
universe,
a doppelganger?
sort yeah, and it's sort of one of the reasons why I don't like multi-doctor stories. I just
Oh. I like them. I like
if they
doppelgangers.
happen maybe once every 15, 20 years,
Oh.
that's fine. That feels more like an event, maybe 10 years. But when it's like every other series or something like that, that's when I sort of feel a bit it's too much.
Yeah,
Like
like they're
it doesn't
overdoing
feel as
something.
special. Yeah. I have no idea if that relates to the comment,
It
but
doesn't.
it's close enough.
Yeah, but we get your own explanation. This can be a long podcast.
It really is.
All right, so we got the comments. I couldn't find any fun facts.
oh,
Oh.
actually,
Did
while
you find any?
literally, just as we started the podcast, I was trying to find something, and I actually found something quite interesting. So apparently, this episode were meant to be an episode
I think I know what you're gonna
based on
say.
Pompeii,
Oh yeah, I did
Yeah,
look that up. I was
there it
going to
is.
write it.
which I just found out, and it was quite interesting. But obviously, that
Wait,
happens in season 4.
do you know about the original plan for Rose?
I don't.
No, I
Oh,
don't.
I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be this episode, maybe. But basically, Captain Jack was going to find out that Rose was actually sort of the Doctor's creation.
What?
What?
Yeah,
What does that
I'm
mean?
sure. I've definitely seen it somewhere. Can't remember where though, but I'm sure
What
I
does that mean
remember
though?
seeing it. I think. Oh, for God's sake. I think it was going to be sort of like the Doctor creating the perfect companion. I don't know, like
Oh,
engineering it or something like that.
that's kind of
Wait,
that'd be messed up.
are you, so are you saying that Rose was planned to be the Doctor's daughter?
In some way.
No, I don't know how. I don't know, but I can't find anywhere. But what I remember is that Jack was going to. I forgot. Jack was going
What
to
in the world
discover.
is that gif?
I'm speaking. Jack was
Sorry.
going to discover something, and discover that Rose wasn't just a normal human Earth
Oh.
Rose person. I can't see it anywhere, but I remember it. Leave the gifts alone.
This is Wolfie Ninja / evil. It's like all of us.
Oh my god.
Me and Wolfie have combined into one, and Nindra
The
has eaten
fusion.
us. The fusion. Dude, people are having no idea what we're talking about.
Oh, I found it. Right.
It's even better out of context.
Yeah.
I'll just
What'd you
because
find?
we're getting so distracted, I'll just put it in the chat.
Do you want
So
me
you
to
can
read
read it
it?
later if you want. If you want it later, but yeah.
Okay. All right, just basically more details what Wolfie was saying because he couldn't spit it out. Nah. All right. So, what did everyone think of the episode? I'll go first. I have a quick explanation, I guess. So, I really enjoyed it, but I don't understand why Wolfie says it's the best episode in
What?
season
I
1.
mean,
Do you think it's the best
it's not
episode in
the
the season?
No, I'd say second best, or
Second
maybe
best?
third best.
But like,
Not the absolute best, but
no, but I do really like. I don't know. Like the pacing was really good. The story itself was really good. We get some like, I don't know if it's really foreshadowing, but we're in the same location that Torchwood takes place in, which I did like. And I did also like the group that we had. I like that it wasn't just Doctor and Rose for this one. I like that we had a gang. So I did like it. So what did you guys think?
I quite enjoyed it. I thought it were a nice, like, fun episode, and yeah, I don't really have too much to say.
Wait, what Wolfie thinks?
oh god. Right. No. So I thought, as I said earlier, I think it's 10 out of 10. I thought, you know how the previous Slovene two-parter, that was more of a humorous and political
Yeah.
sort of story. I think this one was rather than I can't speak presenting the Slovene as those humorous things. I think this one was a lot darker.
Yeah, I did notice that.
Because rather than being the absolute everything going on, it actually spent time to go in rather than it being all about complete world ending invasions and stuff. I mean, there was a bit with the Rift, but
Yeah.
it focused on those character moments where it was dark and obviously they were taking Margaret to her death, basically.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons that I really like it. So yeah, it's just different.
It is. So do you like
Okay.
this one better than the Aliens of London?
Yeah, so I do.
All right. Okay, so let's get into the episode. Let's see how many 14 minutes in and we're going into the episode.
Let's go. We might be able to beat Unquiet Dead.
Probably. Well, our longest one was Aliens of London, but that was because it was a two-parter. Our longest
Yeah.
single was Quiet Dead. Unquiet Dead, whatever. Anyway, so it starts off 6 months after Aliens of London. Do you know if the release date was 6 months after it?
No,
Like from when episode you don't know, or it wasn't?
no, it wasn't, because I'd say it was, hold on, say 1,
What?
2, 3, 4, 5. I'd say it were like 5 or 6 weeks
Oh, okay.
after. There's not that many
I'll
episodes of the series.
Yeah.
I'll just check.
Yeah, I've got my ranking now. I'm pretty sure it's 5 or 6.
Okay, that one came out 4th of June, and Aliens of London and World War III, 16th of April and 23rd of April.
Okay.
Yeah, just that.
All right. So then we see the I guess her name's Margaret. I didn't know her name. I just wrote down Slitheen woman, but we see Margaret again. Um, and I wrote down I thought she got blown up, but later it was revealed that she like survived. I think. And this man is begging her to please stop whatever plan she has, and a whole bunch of people are suspicious of this project. And then she ends up killing the man because he's so suspicious. He's sus, isn't he?
Bum,
So
bum,
then
bum, 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 bum.
So then,
Don't.
so then after the intro, we see Mickey at the train station, and then the TARDIS is parked where the Torchwood base is at. Um, so yeah, the Torchwood. I mean, Nindra probably didn't know this, but it's not really a spoiler. You know, the Torchwood base is where the TARDIS was parked. Um, and then the TARDIS, yeah, and then Mickey enters the TARDIS where he sees Rose, the Doctor, and Jack.
Actually, just before that, one thing I found a bit funny were, you know, when Mickey first goes to the TARDIS and Jack's there.
Yeah.
I find it funny how Jack's the one to say if he's selling something, they're not buying it, considering what he were doing in the previous episode.
Mm.
Oh
Yeah. He's being a hypocrite. Yeah. And it looks like the Doctor. When I was writing my notes down, I obviously know who they are, but I kept getting Jack and Doctor Who's name messed up. So whenever I talked about Jack, I wrote down the Doctor. Whenever I talk about the Doctor, I wrote down Jack.
How do you do that?
I don't know. Like I said, I know who
It's
they are.
animal-
Obviously,
It's okay.
I don't know. Anyway, I said it looks like the Doctor is fixing something. Oh yeah, he was like, wait, what was he doing?
He was messing around with lights with a normal
Oh,
screwdriver
looks like he was
on
fixing
a
the
ladder.
air.
I haven't seen that in 3 weeks. How do I remember that?
And then Mickey's upset that Rose is staying. Man, they're not like this episode just proved to me that them alone are good, but them together are not. um,
Mm.
and we learned that the TARDIS is being charged by the Rift Scar because did they give out? Well, I don't know if Wolfie would remember, but did they give out like years that when the Rift opened?
No, they
Yes.
actually say that it were because of all the stuff that happened in Unquiet Dead.
Oh yeah, they did say that. So that's like a little I don't know, I guess callback or continuation in this season or story. So I was wondering, no, not really, because so Wolfie, or I guess Nidra could answer, but Wolfie, I would ask Wolfie these technical questions. But so was it season 2 when they began plans for Torchwood, or was it like this season?
Series 2's when there's basically, I think the actual first hint for Torchwood was in the Runaway Bride.
No,
No,
no. It was.
that was
I
after,
remember. It
wasn't it?
was in
Yeah.
It was in the Wolf
No,
Tooth and Claw.
no, I think it was the Christmas Invasion.
Oh, was it?
Harriet Jones. When she got the Sycorax spaceship shot down.
Oh yeah. The Runaway Bride.
That was after series 2, weren't it?
Yeah, I think so. Let me see. I was gonna say that's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
far. Um, yeah, but I mean, obviously the season, but so yeah, it had to be around this point where they were coming up with the plans. If they had a call back, if they had like a mention in the Christmas special,
I think,
right?
well, the Christmas special that got commissioned, I think, a couple of days after Rose aired, and same with series 2. So I'm guessing
Oh,
because RTD just loves his foreshadowing and hidden plots and stuff like that, that he just sort of, I don't know, to be honest.
so well, there was probably always minds in the back of his mind. There was always there's probably always plans of Torchwood. But
Oh, yeah, probably.
so just this episode just kind of, I know it's not apparent, but after watching Torchwood, it's kind of like, hey, it's kind of like they're setting it up, but they probably weren't. I don't know. I just always remember in Tooth and Claw, it was a big point where that lady said, "I need to make the Torchwood Institute." So
That
yeah.
lady, that was Queen Victoria.
Queen Victoria. I forgot who it was. Yes.
Okay. I know the Torchwood name. We're probably getting way off topic again, but oh well. The Torchwood name came from when they were filming series 1. So the footage didn't leak to the public.
Yeah.
They'd used the code name Torchwood, which is an anagram.
Yeah. I
think,
remember my comments told me
went
that.
through. So, yeah, and he just liked the name, I guess.
But how would that even? So they thought they were making a show called Torchwood instead of.
I mean,
Doctor
that's
Who.
what it would have looked like if anyone got the files, yeah.
Oh.
Ah.
Has there been any leaks recently? Or are they good about stuff like that? Hello?
Oh, well, I got distracted for a second.
I said, have there been any leaks recently, or are they good about stuff like that?
Oh, leaks. Well, apart from absolutely everything has been ruined for me.
Oh,
No.
well, not for me. I haven't gotten leaks.
I know, but the thing with me is, when I hear someone talking about a leak, like literally just mentioning the word leak, I actively go searching for it, and I just cannot stop
Oh,
myself. And I don't want to know, but for some reason, there's a part of me that won't let me sleep until I know what it is. And then when I do get it, I get all annoyed at myself for like, why did I do that? Why did I search? Because that's just
yeah.
ruined the entire next era for me. And yes, the entire next era has been ruined for me, but I'm still gonna watch it because
Oh,
that's who I am.
okay. Well, don't
Oh.
tell me anything. Where are
I'm
where?
not
I don't
planning
know
on
where
it.
I don't know where I'm at in the. I don't know where I'm at in the episode anymore. Um. Oh yeah, we were talking about the Torchwood stuff.
Yeah, in the
All right.
TARDIS.
So, yeah, I was gonna talk about a lot of other things, but I'll talk about that later, so we don't get too off topic. So now the doctor says how the TARDIS can disguise itself, but it got stuck as a police box, in the 60s. So, yeah, there you go.
It's a
So
nice reference
that
to
yeah,
the original. Thing.
that's the first time I learned about that. So yeah, and the Slovene, they take a picture. They're at the conference or whatever. The Slovenes,
Oh wait,
Margaret's there.
wait.
Yeah.
Actually, about that part, this is another part that I found quite funny. Because when back in the TARDIS, the Doctor's like, "This is Cardiff. It's the safest place in the universe." Immediately followed by this nuclear.
Oh yeah, this nuclear plant. So
Yeah.
yeah, they take a picture of her, and what was that? So they don't like how they took a picture of her, but was it this show? Wait, was it? I'm trying to figure out what show I watched. Was it?
Oh,
Was it Sarah Jane? Where I don't know. It was something where they took a picture, and the picture showed that they were glowing because they weren't a real person. You have any idea what I'm
I
talking about?
I have absolutely no
I don't
idea.
know if it was like a Doctor Who show I watched or something else, but I thought it was this episode where they take a
I mean,
picture. It might have been
I
Sarah Jane. Yeah,
haven't
did you watch Sarah Jane?
I haven't watched past series 2.
Oh yeah, it
I
might
have
be.
only watched the pilot.
Okay, that might be it. There was like an episode where they take a picture of somebody and they glow because they're not like a real human.
I
So the
have a feeling I
picture,
might know which episode it is, but at the same
I
time, I'm not sure.
and I don't know if I'm even talking about. I don't know if I'm talking about a different show or not, but that just popped into my
Probably.
head. Probably. It's probably Wolfie's show, How to Get Away with Murder.
What?
I'm just making
Right.
something up.
You better
Um
be.
so yeah, that popped into my head. But yeah, she doesn't want pictures taken because she doesn't want publicity. Um and a reporter goes to her and asks her about the curse of her plant and says that a bunch of people have died, and um, her plan will result in a meltdown. So the Slitheen Margaret takes her to the bathroom, and then she's about to like kill. Do they eat? Do they eat the humans?
That's a good question.
I don't know if they eat them,
I
but
know they obviously murder them
yeah. So they
to use
kill
the
the
Actually, yeah, that's
humans.
but
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. How in the world do they turn them into pajamas?
Well, they probably have technology to skin them. What
or
were we
they're
talking
just
about? What were we
really
talking about
careful.
skin in the other
Oh god,
two-parter?
right, just move on. Move on.
Yeah, I remember last story or last episode you said that. So then the Slitheen. Oh, I have something else to say about that goes off topic, kind of. Um,
God, don't
so
you
I'm
dare
glad.
then.
So I'm glad the Slitheen aren't present during the era I'm currently in. You know, season 5, 6, 7, whatever. And they weren't really present
Yeah.
after season 1 of Russell T Davis' story or era.
No, they were
So
just
I like that they use them in these stories, but I'm very glad that they didn't keep using them because I don't really like them all too much.
Oh yeah,
Sarah,
I remember once when you were doing your Sarah Jane Adventures reaction.
yeah,
Also, sorry, Jack, I don't know if you know about this. So it might be spoilery, but it depends if you're going to watch Sarah Jane. You said that you absolutely hated the Slovene and hoped they didn't turn up again or something like that. And then I'm pretty sure it was like the next story or story after, and they
it
just
turned.
turned up.
I like this. I think I also said that I like the Slitheen for Sarah Jane, but not for Doctor Who.
Oh, I prefer it the other way around.
I don't. Well, I
Oh, oh,
guess
oh,
I don't know, cause like I stopped watching Sarah Jane when one of the characters left.
yeah.
But I probably will most likely come back to it sometime this year.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? But yeah, I'm glad that they were used, and I'm glad we were introduced to them. But I'm not a big fan of them, and um, I also found out that my favorite. I've always said that like my favorite villain or whatever were the Weeping Angels, and I didn't realize that Stephen Moffat created those villains.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure he got to like page 40 on his script and thought that I don't know, he was writing it and then just thinking it were terrible. And then he got to like page
Oh,
40 or something, and then he realised it was actually really good.
I
So,
like because like they're like mentally scary and physically too, but like you like
yeah,
a
yeah.
thing you can't see. Um, what enemy did RTD create? Did he create any?
He created
I guess
loads of
the
things. Oh, he
Slovene,
created, yeah. Okay, now you say that.
Cassandra,
Wait, I can't
Yeah.
understand. You guys are
uh,
talking at the same time.
Oh,
the Gelf,
Ood, Gelf,
Oh,
yeah.
I like the Ood.
Ood, yes.
the Devil,
Did he create? Yeah.
I don't remember what the Gelf was.
Oh, the
the Ghost
Unquiet Dead
from
Ghost
Unquiet Dead.
Oh,
thing.
okay. But they don't like
Um,
appear as much as like the other things. I mean, Ood appeared a
giant
lot.
wasps.
The giant
Oh,
wasp.
well, I don't know if he created that.
Well,
That was.
that's an actual thing from the book. I
Is
think.
it?
Well, there is a
I
real
think it.
book called Agatha Christie's Giant Wasp, but that's a real book, I think.
Oh, I've never read any Agatha Christie,
Well,
so.
me neither. Well, I actually read Murder on the Orient Express, but I made sure to look it up after I watched that episode, and a lot of that enemy is like a real thing that she created, and like that Doctor Who episode was meant to be like her inspiration for writing that book.
Yeah. Oh, what?
All right,
Oh, yeah, Time Bug,
I don't know
whatever
what
it were
that
called.
is.
The one from Turn Left.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
the Trickster's Brigade Beetle,
Ah, okay.
whatever it's called.
Okay, so, where are we? Oh yeah, and then now, the Slitheen was about to kill the woman, but then the woman said that she's gonna have a family, and like the Slitheen kind of backed off because I guess she misses her family, and that's her weakness. Um, and she's the only surviving member of her family. And I guess this Slitheen has some sort of sympathy. At first, I was like, maybe she has some sort of sympathy, and maybe she does. But the events of what happened near the end of this episode kind of be like, don't really know. Um, And we go off to Jack telling a story to everybody, and they're just loving it. And then the doctor snatches a newspaper from this man, and we see that Margaret's on it. I lost my place. And then yeah, we go to what building was that? We go to whatever building she was in.
Probably like the manor for the mayor.
Is she the mayor?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
I'm
she
pretty
is
sure
the
she is.
mayor. Um,
I'm just gonna call it Cardiff Castle because that sounds cool.
Cardiff Castle.
Yes.
So Jack knows a lot about the Slytherins, and he makes a plan, and the doctor doesn't like how he took charge, but then the doctor ends up going with his plan, and then they all have like their phones, and then it goes to the point where the doctor finds Margaret, and she escaped at the window, and they were all running, but Mickey
Yeah, that scene were hilarious.
Mickey for some reason had his like
She's going
mind
out the window,
somewhere else. Yeah, Mickey was kind of distracted, or he just wasn't thinking or something. But he missed his opportunity, and she left. But then the Slytherin teleports away. The doctor's able to teleport her back. They go back and forth until she gets closer.
And actually, about that, I realized this while watching it, but it's kind of similar to what happened in episode 2 with Cassandra. The Doctor did that to her.
Oh, like yeah, I forgot about that. And they learned that the Slytherin would blow up the whole planet to get back to her location, her planet or whatever. And the doctor asks, we're in that room, and the doctor asks where the name Blade Drug came from, or whatever. How you said that? Blade Drug. Blade Drug.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good enough.
And it translates to Bad Wolf.
Yeah.
And if we pay attention throughout this season, then Bad Wolf has been everywhere. I mean, I only remember episode 3, but I mean, I'm pretty sure it's been everywhere else.
Yeah, there is a lot.
Yeah. And I like how the doctor's kind of like in this trance, and he's talking about Bad Wolf and talking about what it means, and then he just flips and just smiles again. I like that part. It was like eerie. And then the Slytherin says that her planet has the death penalty, where the whole Slytherin family was guilty for something. And then she returns, and when she returns, she is to be executed. So do you think like in their planet that do you think there are good Slytherin members? Because they're all bad.
I mean, it just depends on the upbringing on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it kind of gets into that a bit at the end of the episode.
Where? Or when?
Egg.
Oh yeah. And the doctor says that her death is not his problem. And I like the doctor whenever he gets like eerie. Like I'm in like, I think each doctor I've seen so far in the modern era has got this edge to them. You know what I mean? They've got this like, I don't know, villainous side.
Yeah.
Not villain exactly, but they've got this something to them. I'm on
Yeah,
season 8, episode 3, the Robin Hood episode.
Oh, okay.
And we don't gotta talk about it because we'll go completely off topic. But I just wanted to say I really like the 12th Doctor so far, and he's very edgy to me. But anyway, so they're all in the TARDIS, and the Slytherin tries to guilt trip each of them, and they all have like this moment where they don't really want to look at her. And then it cuts to the scene where Rose tells Mickey that she didn't really need her passport. And then Mickey asks Rose on this kind of date or whatever. And I'll get more into that later. But we go to I guess both groups are having a date because this Margaret and the doctor go to a restaurant where she puts something in his drink. He switches it. Then she tries to poison him, and he sprays her breath. Whatever attack that she's trying to do, the doctor already has it situated. And then while they're walking, Mickey and Rose, Mickey just blurts out that he's going out with another girl. And I'm like, you could have just said that before you asked her on a date. So obviously he was trying to
Yeah,
he was
it
trying to
was
prove a
awkward.
point. Yeah, it was awkward. So yeah, we just basically get back and forth between Mickey and Rose for like 10 minutes about the Sladine not wanting to die and Rose being away for too long, and Mickey had this big argument, and it's just like who I feel like Wolfie. I feel like I know who Wolfie would blame. Who would you blame, Wolfie, for their
Out of
predicament?
who?
Rose and Mickey.
Oh God. I think they're as bad as each other.
I feel like both of them, cause I feel like he should have moved on, and she should have like been honest with him.
Oof. I'm just gonna, yeah, I'll just say they're as bad as each other, and I am not going to go any
But
further than that.
do you think their personalities are bad? No, I think they're bad when they're together, but alone they're decent.
As solo characters, yeah, I agree. Okay. Uh, yeah.
Nothing
So,
else.
nope, I
Sound
don't
like
want to
sound
get
like
into this conversation.
you should have so people can comment more. You'll be
Oh,
our cancel person.
oh, brilliant.
You'll be our odd one out. Because they used
I,
to make fun of you in the comments.
I just,
Well, they didn't make fun of you, but
I'm
they
not.
always questioned your thoughts.
Yeah, just what I need. Brilliant.
All right.
Yeah, move on.
Okay. So then some shaking happens, the glass breaks, and we find out that the rift is opening again, and Jack's trying to fix everything in the TARDIS. The floor is
Oh
cracking,
wait,
everyone. Oh,
before that part, there's
yeah.
just one thing I wanted to actually mention. When the Doctor and Margaret are on a date,
Yeah.
when obviously the Doctor's going on about how just because she saved one
Oh,
person
yeah.
doesn't mean she's good, and obviously all that, and then obviously Margaret obviously says that only a killer would know that,
Ah,
which
yeah, I wrote that. I
obviously
forgot
again
about
links
that.
to the Time War.
I wrote that down, but I just want to skip a few things. I completely forgot I wrote it down. I wrote, yeah, I have a whole, like, story to tell you guys because of that point.
Oh God.
It's not a personal story. It's just about a future episode. So yeah, she says that only a killer would know that. And the Sladine says how he plays with so many people's lives. And it reminds me of the 10th Doctor story. I forget.
Oh, Waters of Mars.
Yeah, that episode where he ends up saving most people. Spoiler alert if you're like, I don't understand why you wouldn't. I assume you'd seen the show if you've seen this episode, but if you haven't, spoiler alert, which doesn't make sense. But yeah, Water on Mars. He saved the people who were supposed to die. And then at the end of the episode, the lady ends up killing herself because of it. And he like says, "What have I done? I've gone too far." And that was, I love that moment so much, and it just reminded me of that moment where he can play God with people.
Yeah.
So I feel like it takes a lot for him not to be selfish.
Oh, actually, I just realised another point about that scene, not the Waters on Mars one, the one from this episode.
Yeah.
When Margaret actually says that, one thing I noticed is that the voices in the background get a lot more muffled,
Oh, so it just kind of focuses on them.
which I find interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, they all run to the TARDIS. Like I said, the rift is opening. The Doctor says the whole city's about to disappear, and the Celine was tricking the Doctor this entire time. You know, they always trick me. I'm gullible. I'm very gullible. So they're always tricking me, like the ghosts in episode 3 tricked me. This episode tricked me. Even though I'm rewatching it, they're still tricking me.
Really?
Yeah, because I forget about these details. I haven't It's been like 2 years since I've rewatched
Oh, fair
this.
enough. I've just got massive trust issues, so I don't just trust anyone to begin with. So,
Did you trust Evil Virtual Boy 3 years ago when he said that he's gonna make an SMP and looking for YouTubers?
oh my god. I mean, right, distractions.
Wait. Okay, yeah. Well, because we were gonna do a Minecraft SMP with this other YouTuber, and he said, "Hey, you should go ahead and look for YouTubers." And I said, "Okay, let me look at small
What,
YouTubers."
he got you to do it?
Yeah, he got. No, he was doing it himself, and then he got me to do it to help him do it. And I was like,
Oh,
"Hey, this
right.
person has 30 views on his channel. Let's see what he's about." And it was your Halloween episode. And then we never did the SMP, but me and you ended up doing a video. And here we are 3 years
yes, the
later.
Halloween episodes.
Oh god.
So, and it was so like your recording like glitched every now and then.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Because I
Yeah.
think I actually tried to stream at that point, and I don't think anything really happened
Did
with
it
that.
work?
I don't think so. I remember calling it Nindra Finally Games, but I don't really remember what happened with that.
So the TARDIS console opens. That's what it's called, right? I guess.
Yeah.
The console opens
Yeah.
and we see the heart and soul of the TARDIS. And I mean, I guess this could be a little. I guess it's very nitpicky of me to say, but Rose kind of glanced at it. You know, she kind of glanced at it, and I guess if anyone sees it, they kind of. I guess maybe they made it a point for her to glance at it because she's able to look at it. I don't know. I guess I don't
I
know.
guess it's foreshadowing.
Maybe. But yeah, the Celine looks at it and I thought like she disintegrated, but she turns into an egg again. She turns back time. Imagine you look at the TARDIS console and you become a baby again. And you have to relive your entire life.
I mean,
Although,
I doubt she'll remember that, will she?
Yeah, but I'm talking about what if Wolfie looks at it and Wolfie becomes a
What?
little pup again.
Why me?
I'm just saying in general, like anybody.
Oh,
although, oh. Wait, who
Yeah,
was
Ninja.
talking there? Oh, okay, sorry.
You go.
No, I was just gonna say, 'cause obviously you were saying that it would probably be a bad thing, but obviously from her perspective, she obviously as you could tell in the scene, she saw it as a good thing. As obviously
Yeah,
she
she
thanked the doctor.
she calmed down and just kind of like evaluated herself.
Yeah.
So then Rose goes back to Mickey, runs back to him, and she's looking for him, but she can't find him. But Mickey sees her, and Mickey doesn't say anything. And then the TARDIS takes off, and that's the end of the episode.
What in the world with that text? I tried to understand it, but I couldn't.
What
read it.
text?
There was some text on the screen as the TARDIS were fading away.
Oh, that was
what's that?
that was the building behind it, wasn't it?
I don't know. I think it said
see.
Horizons or something like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
that.
was the building behind it.
Yeah.
It says like these
Yeah, but
stones, Dr. Horizon Wensing or something. I see it right
That's,
now.
Yeah, but
is it the Cardiff Millennium
I think.
Centre? Or am I thinking it wrong?
I don't know. Don't ask me, but
it just seemed very important because it was just like the
yeah.
final
No.
thing.
It just looks good.
But that's where the
Cardiff.
that's where the like set of torch was at all the time. So
Yeah.
I always forget to read the plots. Let me read the plot. The TARDIS crew takes a
It's a bit
vacation,
late.
but the Doctor encounters an enemy he thought was long dead.
Bom, bom, bom.
I thought they were long dead as well. Did you think they were dead?
I don't remember what I thought first watching it, to be honest.
All right, so let's get into the ranking. If no one has any final thoughts, okay, here we are at the ranking, and we have 2 more slots, and I am stuck.
Yeah.
I want to hear I'm gonna take a back burner. What do you guys think? I'm gonna let you guys talk.
I mean,
So,
Talk amongst yourself.
I mean, I don't know because to be honest, personally, I really enjoyed Empty Shell and Doctor Dancers, But obviously, there's the finale coming up. And I'm not sure where both of you want to put this.
I think
And
that's...
I have no idea.
Wolfie, where do you want to put it? Wolfie,
Oh,
where do you want to put it?
I mean, well, I'm just... I'm looking at my ranking and I've got The Empty Child at 10, Boomtown at 10, and then the finale at 10. So I am happy for it to go anywhere in 1, 2,
In
or
the
3.
top 3.
Yeah, I'm
Personally,
happy as long as it's there.
personally, what I think is the best idea, because obviously
Mm.
you mentioned that next episode, since it's going to be the final episode, we'll be able to mix it around.
Yeah.
So I say the safest move right now is to put it in 2 and leave it as a problem for future us.
I think I like your idea.
Yeah, that is. Mm.
I was gonna say I feel like yes, the finales are like I don't think I've really seen a bad finale. Um
Oh.
I don't know, I forget.
Um,
Well, at least to where I'm at. But I think it's a little I mean, obviously this is our first season and it might be the case where the finale is the best story, but it might be a little unfair saying that the finale will always be the best story if you guys know what I mean. Um
Yeah, that
Obviously
is
the
fair.
finales will most likely be good, but
Well,
I said most likely.
yeah, okay.
But I mean, I guess if the finale is the best story, then it's fair. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, let's put it in. Let's put it in number 2 just for now, so that way it's safer, I guess.
yeah.
And
Yeah, I
after
suppose.
once
Yeah.
we do the next one, I mean, I can't even do this. Once we do the next one, we'll see what it. And did you guys realize I put the empty
Oh, I
by
did you?
accident instead of child? There we go. So yeah, here's
Oh,
our ranking. We have one more slot left. We got one more episode left for season 1. Um, I hmm. I'm thinking about how we're gonna do the special.
I think
I
we
always
do
ask
that
this.
beginning of series 2. So, like, have it
yeah.
included in
Okay,
series 2.
like episode 0. That's what I
Yeah,
always
yeah, I
do.
suppose. Yeah.
Okay.
Or we could just not include it in the ranking and
Yeah,
then
that's
rank all
what.
the specials by themselves.
Yeah, that's what. And then we could even like rank all the era specials, like seasons 1 to 4 specials or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll obviously review the episode, but ranking wise, I don't think we should include it
no,
in
no,
the
I'm fine with that.
yeah. All right. I just wanted to yeah. So we got one more video left. Next episode's a 2-parter, which are all of the finales 2-parters?
Um,
Because they kind of
most of them, yeah, apart from
Uh,
series 6 and another
there's also
one
series
later on.
11.
Yeah, but
okay.
so
Yeah. Next episode we'll review is Bad Wolf and the Parting of Ways. Which I remember and they were pretty good. Anyway, if you guys have any comments, leave it in the description or leave it in the comments. We obviously read them and sometimes we get confused. I couldn't get through and the comment wasn't even funny. It was just they were making me laugh.
what were we doing?
I don't know. Anyway, that's the
And
end
if you
of
did
this
enjoy,
video.
make sure to hit that subscribe button with a pating plushie.
Oh, for
Yes.
God's sake.
Thank you guys for
You
watching.
do.
And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Bye.